What is going on, guys? It's Lawton here. Now, I get thousands of comments weekly, asking me how to wheelie longer or even how to wheelie at all, right? And so this is like the most commented, I messed that up. This is the most frequent comment that people leave down below because, it seems like everyone, they all want to improve their wheelies. Some people just want to learn how to do wheelies. So I'm going to boil it down to the basic parts of wheeling, as well as if you're more advanced, I can give you some tips on how to get even better. So yes, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so first you're gonna want to learn how to pull your front wheel up, right? You gotta be able to pull your front wheel up to wheelie. Now this is a pretty crucial part because this really starts you're learning on how to wheelie. So what you want to do is you want to make sure if you're on a wheelie bike, a BMX bike, you don't have gears. If you're on a mountain bike, go to a lowish gear. Go to I'd recommend third or second gear. That's probably the best gear to start wheeling in. But if you're on a BMX bike, wheelie bike, you only have one gear. So what you want to do, you want to get your weight forward, and at the same time you pull up, you want to push down on your dominant foot, right? So find your dominant foot. Mine's right, so I push down on my right. Now, as I'm pushing down, I'm pulling up. This creates the torque of the pedal to have it go up like that. So, it probably at first you're gonna want to start doing it slower, because you want to start really slow, literally going like this slow and pulling it up like that. So I'll show you how you do it right here. So you want to maybe get 1 or 2 pedals in before just to build up the power, and then you just pull it up like that. Right? So some people might get this, in the first day. Some people might get it in a month, right? It took me, when I was younger, probably a month and a half to probably just get up to pedal 4 times. So it's all different for different people. But eventually, if you do it and you really focus on your technique, you will get it. Alright, so now, assuming you can pull it up now, you're going to want to be able to, continue the wheelie for longer. Now, the brake is super important. So I have a hydraulic Shimano brake here. You can use any brakes. I plan on making a video on really how to maintain your brakes really soon. So be on the lookout for that. But so you're gonna want to have your finger on the brake when you pull up. If you're not getting to that point yet, I'd recommend when you practice pulling up the bike, you practice getting your finger on the brake. You don't need to press it yet, just make sure it's hovering over it. It's a really good habit to have because eventually down the road you're gonna need to start hitting it. So what you want to do, when you pull up, you're gonna want to, if you feel like you're going too far back, you're gonna want to tap the brake, right? And see, these are pretty strong brakes, so, I can really modulate it to see, so if I'm really scared of, oh shoot, I'm about to fall back, I'll slam on it. But a lot of the times, just little taps like that. So I'll show you it right here. So I'm gonna drop back. See how I didn't fall? Now, because I didn't fall, because I hit the brake, so make sure you guys are, using your brakes. Alright guys, now, you've seen, the steps I have so far, and you guys just want to make sure that before you go any further than the first step, if you don't know how to wheelie, you just want to focus on the first step. Literally, if you want to be good at wheelies, you want to go out, do it 100 times a day. Just pound it. You want to keep going every day because you just want to, get used to the bike coming up, feeling the bike on one wheel. It's all about just the amount of times you do it. So just keep trying it, and I promise you, you will get it if you do it correctly, right? So now we're gonna move over to the type of bike, right? I get comments so often saying my bike is too heavy, my bike is too small, I have this bike. It doesn't matter. I have friends who wheelie, they're 5'6" and they'll wheelie little 18-inch bikes, all right? You can make it work, all right? So all you have to do is, the same technique applies with all bikes, right? You can have a mountain bike, you can have a little BMX bike, it doesn't matter, you can wheelie all bikes, right? So when people say it's too heavy, it's really not. All right, it's all about the technique. Because I've wheeled, 50-pound, 40-pound bikes. I've wheeled like a 40-pound mountain bike before, and it came up just as easy as this. It's all about the technique. Now, this is a bit, this is more for, you're able to hold it for like a few pedals now. You're just trying to be able to keep it for a good bit longer. Now, what you want to do, so this is the seat, right? You know what a seat is? This is where you sit. Now, so I keep it all the way down because when you get a little better, you get to, you can do tricks on the seat. You can stand up on the seat from pegs, that is, so you want it lower, right? But when you're starting off, you probably want your seat a little higher, right? You probably want it up to here, not too high, but it's a lot easier to sit down and wheelie if you're on like a mountain bike or like a bigger BMX bike. It's a lot easier to sit down and wheelie if it's a little higher. Now, once you get used to, wheeling with it high, you want to keep lowering it a little bit as you get better, because eventually you're going to want your seat all the way down because you can do the most tricks that way. Now, you heard me talk about putting your finger on the brake when pulling up. You heard me talk about putting your seat up, all that. Now, the key is not to fall, right? That's everyone's worst fear. Whenever they wheelie, everyone's worst fear is pulling it up and falling back. Now, you prevent that. You want to, hit the back brake, as I said. Now, the way you practice using the back brake is I want you to pull it up, literally get like one pedal in, slam on the brake, all right? Now, for a while, you're just gonna be pulling it up and you're like, oh, it's just coming down immediately. Well, that's better than falling back, right? Eventually, you will learn to modulate the brake, but it's way safer that way. So just pull it up, slam on the brake. Pull it up, slam on the brake. All right, I'm gonna show you some examples now of what I mean by that. Pull it up and then hit the brake immediately. So, if I didn't have the brake there, you would definitely fall back. If you're really worried about looping out to the point where like you don't even want to wheelie, I have a really good trick for you, right? So, if you're getting to the point, a lot of people start to get scared once they get to around here in a wheelie. And when you're starting, that feels so high, right? So, what you want to do if you want to get over that fear is you want to loop out on purpose, but all you have to do is just put your leg back like this. Now, if you get used to that, your fear, you won't be as scared anymore. Because when I started on an 18-inch BMX Cadet. I'll put it up on the screen right now. That's not exactly a bike that fit me. So I used to wheelie, I used to constantly loop out and fall on my feet, right? So if you want to get over the fear of looping out, you just want to pull it up. Just put your leg back like that, Just pull it up and put one leg back and you'll definitely feel the ground. Alright guys, so now I'm going to teach you how to modulate the brake properly, right? So here, we showed you the brake. You want to pull up and slam it, pull up and slam it. Once you're past that point and you feel comfortable and you're getting it every time, you're going to want to learn how to have it not immediately slam, kind of hold it a little bit without pedaling. Because that's really where all the control in a wheelie comes in. So now I'm going to show you some examples right now. So if you notice there, I wasn't immediately slamming down, nor was I looping out, right? So that's coasting, So I was just tapping it like this, right? That takes a lot of time to learn, right? But once you have it, it makes wheeling and pedaling so much easier because you have so much more control, right? So when you're wheeling, you want to pull it up and just don't hit it as much as slamming, Don't slam it, just kind of do like a half brake. Now, so as you get better, you'll be able to get longer coasts. But really, that's a big thing. Once you learn that, tricks are so much easier because I didn't learn the brake till way after. So that kind of made my learning curve a lot longer than it should have been. Now, when obviously, you practice more, you get better. So I'm going to show you a really long coast now. it's time to put it all together, right? Now we gotta learn how to pedal in a wheelie. This is the most frustrating part because it's like a game, right? I used to play like a game. The more I try to beat my record, like every day, sometimes I wouldn't be able to beat it for a week, but I'd try to beat 8 pedals in a wheelie, 9 pedals. And that's what kind of kept me going. So this is gonna be the hardest part because this is gonna take the most, it's like the weirdest thing, right? You know, you're used to pedaling with 2 wheels on the ground. You have side-to-side balance, back and forth. It's a completely different thing. So now you wanna put it all together. So this could take you, you know, this could take someone a week, this could take someone a month, could take someone like 4 or 5 months, right? It just, you have to, if you do everything I said in this video and you keep practicing it like on a daily basis, you know, then you'll totally get it, 100%. So what you're gonna wanna do, you know, you pull up, you have your finger over the brake, you're ready to tap it just in case. You're just gonna wanna keep pedaling, right? Now, if for all you guys that don't know why pedaling, you pull up in a wheelie, you know, why when you pedal, your wheel stays up, it's because the torque from the pedals keeps the wheel up, so it doesn't make it go down, right? So you wanna keep a steady pace in your pedals. I'll show you, you know, what it looks like right now. So I'm keeping a steady pace with my pedals, tapping the brake every now and then. So that's really important to keep a steady pace because that'll keep your, you know, that'll keep your wheel at a consistent height. Now, when you're starting, a lot of people say I can't sit down. Now, there could be 1 or 2 reasons for that. That could be, one of them could be your bike's a little small, which is fine. You can either raise your seat really high, or you could just, you know, stand up and wheel. You know, that's pretty much all I did on my BMX bike, right? So that's a fine way to wheelie too. But another reason could be that, you know, your seat is just too low, right? All right, so now I'm gonna show you some wheelies, right? I've been wheeling for around 2 years now, and I'm gonna show you some tricks that I can do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out 12o'clockup.com. All new low prices on merchandise will be on the screen right now, as well as the link in the description down below. You know, the hoodies look almost like this. This is down the back. They're on sale right now. Low prices, all new low prices. Go check it out. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below. And if you guys are advanced, if you guys who are watching this are advanced, please help the others in the comments down below. You know, I can't get to every single comment sometimes. So, you know, if you see someone who has a question and you know how to answer it for them. And yeah, you guys will be wheeling in no time, and I'll see you guys later.